Hi, beautiful human. I'm Zach. Uh, that's Zayn. I'm so excited to be talking to you. I really, uh, okay, brother, you talked about something that I find interesting because I do think it's attached to this body of work.
Uh-huh.
Aging,
Yeah.
getting older.
Yeah.
You feel it?
Yeah, definitely. Um, yeah, I definitely feel older, um, and wiser, um, a lot more mature, in the last few years, definitely, especially since my daughter's been born.
One of the things I wanted to know about was confidence, right? Because there's so much that's funneling into this new project.
Hmm.
It's very much an exploration of where you come from, who you are today, and very much where you're going.
Uh-huh.
And there's also a different look into your heritage
Yeah.
that comes through in quite literally every facet to this album.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it was something I wanted to definitely explore a bit deeper on this record.
Because you've done it before, right? Like
I
you've
have,
always
yeah.
explored
He's
your
always
heritage.
had it in there, little subtle, ad lib or whatever, even delivery. There's this thing in India called sur, in the voice, and it's soul. And I try to bring that in all my music anyway. But this was really just the feedback that I got from the fans. When we went on tour, I could see what they were gravitating towards, and there was odd little bits of Hindi or this or that, or came from there. They really responded well to it, and they liked the sexy, sultry vibes too. So I was like, I want to create something in that space where it's definitely got the cultural influence, but it's still got that R&B like sexy thing going on too.
How does that make you feel when you see people respond to your culture in that way?
It's amazing. It makes me again look at my job like I've got a purpose. Like it's bigger than my job. I'm educating people about where I come from in the world. It's not just about the music. It's about education.
Back to confidence. Does it take confidence to explore where you've come from in such a deeply different way than you have before?
The confidence is a progression thing anyway. In life, I feel like if you're doing something for a certain amount of time, you can build confidence there through experience.
Mm.
Um, so yeah, I guess it's that. But really, when I'm thinking about it and I'm wanting to put it in there, it's more at this point like understanding what sets me apart from everybody else, in the chart, and wanting to stand out in that way too and show that it's just a Zayn song, because it's my culture, and I'm literally half Pakistani. Originally, yeah, it all comes from there, and it's a fucking cool thing, to be able to represent that and educate people. I feel like so many people like live in fear of things that they don't understand. And if I can help explain our culture and where we come from in the world to people, that feels like a good thing. Yeah.
Let's just talk about one of the songs on the album.
Uh huh.
You kick everything off with Nusrat, and that is about a legend, an icon.
Yeah. So
Like he is a huge part of Pakistani culture.
yeah. Do you know Nusrat?
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah. So I obviously was exposed to Nusrat real young. My dad would play a lot of his music, and yeah, he's Pakistani. And he's just got an incredible voice. And the style of music that he does is very um, hypnotic, almost. You kind of get into this place of meditating with this guy's voice, and it's like an out of body experience.
When was the first time you experienced that?
I think the first time I actually heard his voice, I was probably real young, so I don't remember the exact time. But he's always been there in my life, weddings, parties, whatever. It's being played in the background. Yeah.
Can you explain like his importance though culturally to somebody who wouldn't know who he is? By the way, like Jeff Buckley's a huge fan of
He
his.
is, yeah, and that was real interesting to me when I found that out. Somebody actually explained it to me when I was about 24. I was singing, playing guitar, and this older guy came over to me, and he was like, in his, I think he was in his 60s, and he was like, "You remind me of Jeff Buckley." And I was like, "Oh, okay," and I didn't really know who that guy was. then he explained to me like, oh, he's this guy, you know, he did the Hallelujah song, and I got into it and, you know, looked into his life a little bit, and I seen on one of his live sets he speaks about him. He's like on stage, he's like, you guys know Nusrat? Yeah, he's my guy. He's my Elvis. And I was like, that's fucking sick. But I could hear it in his voice, you know, the influence there, the runs, the like Cavalli type sounding, you know, the vibrato thing. He was really like mimicking that and doing a really good job too.
Can you explain like sonically what is it, a mimicking that you do, or is it a making it your own?
It is, yeah. It's a bit of both, right? So like when you're a kid and you're learning to sing, it's definitely starting in a place of impersonation, as most things are. You know what I mean? I think for children, they're trying to replicate what they're seeing an adult doing. And then as you get older and you step into it more, you figure out how to put your stamp on it and make it your own. Yeah.
Konnakol, did I say that correctly?
Konnakol, yeah, exact pronunciation, yeah.
That is, it's a noise that one makes with their mouth, right? But it's
Uh-huh.
like a spiritual thing. It's something so much deeper than just what I guess somebody could even say like predates spoken word,
Exactly.
predates any sort of beatboxing.
Yeah, exactly.
Can you
yeah.
explain what it is?
It is the act of creating a percussive sound with the voice, so like a drum sound, kind of, you know. So it's rhythmic sounds. Yeah.
Did that play a role in how
Oh
you
yeah,
made this thing?
that was the integral part of making this record, because I had this idea that I wanted to make this sexy R&B record that had this Indian element to it, and I didn't really have a point of reference, like, you know, who I wanted to take anything from, because it didn't feel like it was out there. So when we got in the studio, I was trying to explain it to Malay. And Malay was like, "Do you just want to go in the booth and kind of like freestyle?" And I was like, "Yeah, let's do that." So got in and started making some of them early sounds that are on the beginning of Nusrat, the dum dama dama da da dama dama da da, that sound, and then built the track based around my voice. Yeah, and then when we had the track, then wrote over the top of that. Yeah.
Is that how you end up making all these songs? For the most part, there is one song that's been around for like 7 years.
Yeah,
The
a
last
lot of
one on the
them,
album.
except for the ones that have been there for a minute. You know, if they've come from outside party and I didn't write it, then obviously it didn't have that intention. But yeah, all the songs that I wrote on this record, yeah, we did like that.
You mentioned like this idea of like looking to see where you fit in the marketplace, right?
Mhm.
Or like on the chart, however you want to put it. Is there like a freeing, any part of you that's like like feels like a relief knowing that your culture has lent itself to you paving your own path within a really kind of like competitive and pretty busy sonic landscape?
It is a very competitive market now. We were talking about it the other day. Like somebody asked me, like, what do you think's changed the most about the industry? And it's the fact that it's increasingly competitive now, because people can, you know, not even be affiliated with a record label or any sort of big company, and they could just have the talent and put something out on SoundCloud and still be really successful. So there's a lot of music, you know, out there, and if you can have something that's unique to you, it's always a good thing, I think. Yeah.
Like even to go to the booth and not have any sort of like, when somebody goes like, what are your inspirations, or what are your like sonic like comps, or whatever you want to call it, right?
hmm
I guess most people go in and they go like, I want to do something that sounds like this.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. And
That puts
that's
you in a
what was really
box.
interesting about this record. You know, we didn't have that like reference point really.
No, your reference point was quite literally
Just going and make
you,
the
your
reference
DNA,
point.
where you've come from.
Yeah.
Nusrat is the anchor of this album, correct?
It's the intro. Yeah.
But like kind of the sonic reference point to
He is.
everything.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
But then why does Die For Me need to be on it? Because that song's been around, right? Like, was that like Under the Stairs era?
It might have been a bit before that.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So why did that fit this story?
I had it there and I always liked the song. And it felt like a big like radio song.
It's a great record.
Yeah. It didn't do the numbers that I expected because I didn't do enough promo.
Okay.
So here we are.
What else is
But
new?
yeah, the song's great, and I lived with it for a minute, and it never really left my mind. So I wanted to lead with a bang, and it felt like it was a standalone song, kind of. to kick the album off. It didn't tie in thematically with everything else, but it felt like it was still a good song. Yeah.
How, by the way, great record. Timeless because, dude, it still sounds super present and very today, even though it's 7, 8 years old. I mean, whoa.
Yeah.
Stands the test of time. Also, too, promo sucks, no?
Sometimes it depends how it's set up, you know.
Yeah, and what you're doing.
I don't mind this. I like this. It feels like we're having a real conversation, you know. When it feels rushed for me, it's hard. Totally. Like if you got like 3, 4 of them and you're like speaking to somebody for 5 minutes, it's really hard to connect, you know, and feel that like genuine, like natural rhythm of the conversation. And it just feels a bit awkward. Yeah.
You should be proud of yourself, though. You've come a long way in like.
I hope so.
I mean, are you kidding? Like I remember when you were first first rolling out singles, and it was just it was just like phone interviews that were really quick and just like you said, very quick and like no video, no nothing.
No real like personality, you know. Yeah.
But to be fair, like no offense, like you don't owe any radio DJ or you don't owe anybody your personality. To be fair.
No, but I mean, like it's hard to convey personality in such a short period of time, you know.
Yeah, it's 6 minutes.
Yeah.
And it's dude.
It's like a blind date, speed dating. You know what I mean?
Okay. Can we talk about the people you made this album with? Speaking of speed dating, because did any of this feel? I mean, people are obviously coming to your farm, so they're coming to you. How do we arrange for collaborators, and how did you kind of find the right ones? Because it's something so deeply personal.
I feel only comfortable with a select few people, even in there, like that I've known and built, you know, the relationship with and a vibe. I'm not the type of person who has like 15, 20 people in the studio. So when I was thinking of making this record, I had an idea and I was like, I think Malay's the guy to bring back in, you know. We got on. So he was the only guy that came out and it was just me and him. Yeah.
And he's on like 10 of the 15 records.
He is, yeah. So we did pretty much the whole body of work between the two of us and another writer called Mickey Echo.
Yeah, Mickey Echo, icon. Yeah. So can you break down though, like, because you play 5 songs at the Vegas residency, correct?
Yeah.
Did you have the full album done at that time?
Yeah, it was finished, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I was ready to go months ago, yeah. I was like, let's whack it out, but that's not how business works, right? There's a whole rollout and a plan, yeah.
You got a plan.
That's it. You can't always be impulsive.
Yeah. You wish you could?
Sometimes, yeah. With the art, I feel like it's freeing to like let go of it, you know, and be like, okay, now I can move on to the next.
Well, there is this concept of like things move on from you, even ideas, right? So if you can't get things out and then be in a place to catch new ideas.
Exactly, yeah. It's kind of like blocking for the next thing, then you don't feel like you can move on until you've released that properly.
That's real.
Yeah.
So at what point do you feel like you've released it properly?
When the world hears it.
So it's not after it's toured, it's after it's actually
when
out.
They've heard it, yeah, when they've heard the songs. But there was that element, obviously, you know, in like let's let them listen to it before it's out, because it's just interesting. Let's see what they're gravitating towards, you know, even in a gig environment, like what's making a move, what they're feeling. Then you could take some lead from that anywhere. Like if you're struggling on, you know, what's going to be a single, they can literally tell you.
So what did the Vegas residency teach you?
That Fatal is a banger.
Real.
Yeah, that wasn't really.
Fatal is so good. It's one of my favorite songs.
I wasn't even really expecting that, I'll be honest. Like there was some songs that I thought they were gonna like a lot more, and I didn't think Fatal would be up there, but people really liked it.
It hits.
Yeah.
It's a strong dude. It's fantastic.
Everyone were dancing and, you know, getting down properly at the gig. So dude, it's a bit different because usually my music's quite like emotional, you know, like stoic. So it doesn't really give people this this opportunity to enjoy themselves, but that song does, yeah.
But I gotta say, like, what you've done very well in this is that it still has that. The lyrics are still stoic. The sonic just moved differently. The bass at which you are telling, like sonically telling this story, makes somebody move.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm driving today listening to it, and I've listened to the album 3 different ways on 3 different sets of speakers and headphones. My windows were shaking.
Crazy.
The bass is sick.
Yeah, the bass is dirty.
It's fucking fantastic.
Yeah, Malay, man. He loves the heavy bass.
It's but also that is a part of your
It
heritage, is it
is,
not?
yeah, for sure it is, yeah. Um, but Malay's just different with the bass. Like what I'm saying is like how he makes it sound like that is Malay, you
Dude,
know?
it's emotional. Like
Yeah,
you
yeah,
genuinely feel it.
for sure.
Can we talk about Used to the Blues?
Hmm.
Is that when you guys wrote together, or was that something that was done?
No, yeah, that was something that was done before Malay actually got into the studio with me. I had a few ideas like that, that we pulled on, for like inspiration. Um, and that was a song I did maybe like 2-3 weeks before he came out.
Oh, what?
Yeah, about 2-3 weeks before he came out. Yeah. Um, and I was just in the studio one night. I think I wrote about 4 or 5 songs that night, and that one just stood out to me. I kept going back to it. So usually, if I'm doing it by myself, I like to do is have a few projects open, start a bit of one song, and then go into another one, write a bit for that, come back with fresh ears, listen to that, and that song kept pulling me back, to finish. So yeah, I had the idea, and then played it to Malay, and he was like, "Yeah, man, like let me sort out the production on this." But yeah, like I liked the idea. He liked it straight away.
Wait, can you break down exactly how you work? So, like, when you say you have 4 or 5 songs going at once, how much of each song do you have, and like, how do you know to move on to another song? Like,
Just like say, if I've got like a reference point there, whether it's a click or drum or whatever. So I'll just write bits of songs and come up with melodies and stuff, and then that'll be my key, and I'll go from there. So yeah, when I decide to stop and go to another one, is like if I feel like I'm thinking too much about it and I'm overthinking, I'm like, okay, let's leave this. Let's refresh the palette and come back with fresh ears. So then I go work on a rap song. You know what I mean? Completely different, and then come back to that. And when I listen to it after doing that, it sounds different, and then I'll get an idea.
interesting. So it's really when it's just you can't come with anything. It just feels stale,
It
or
just
like you
yeah,
just
or
at
just
a block.
overthinking. Like, I'm thinking about this too much. Let's come back and see what feels natural.
So, okay, used to the. Let's talk about cigarettes. Don't hit like they used to.
Hmm.
One scary realization,
Yeah,
right? That's terrifying.
for sure. Yeah, I'm
It's like,
basically saying I've become a chain smoker.
yeah, dude, I feel it. I feel it, and I relate, dude. I'm right there. I hit my weed vape all day,
Yeah,
but it's very terrifying when like that, like what you saw in it to begin with, isn't on the other side.
no, yeah, and I think there's a double meaning behind it too. The cigarette don't hit like it used to. Like life don't hit the same way. You know, um, it's not just the cigarette that I'm talking about. It's symbolic of things that change. And used to the blues is the reason. That things change, because you're in this place of figuring things out, feeling certain emotions. Usually, the most powerful emotions are the negative ones, and they can change your view and perspective on things.
Dude, I'm blanking on it right now, but I have it in my notes somewhere. But there's a lyric about how you can't when you can't lie when you fight. What song is that on?
Lie when I fight.
Hold on. Of course I would give my
I don't know if
phone
that's
away
a
for the
specific
first
lyric, but
time.
I think I know what you're talking about.
What is the song?
Side effects, maybe.
Yeah, and there's also they say I'm broken. That's an understatement.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
do want to know who's the they in that situation.
People with an opinion.
Anybody?
Anybody. Yeah.
Is that what you're? I mean, is that what you're channeling in the moment?
Uh, that song, I didn't write that song. So
So
yeah,
interesting. Is
it's
it
like
weird when you hear a song
when
that
I
directly
heard it, I
relates?
related to it. Yeah, and I was like, okay, this makes sense.
They get you.
Yeah, definitely, and that's why I'll be honest with you. When I listened to it back at first, I was like, this might be a bit too close to the bone. You know what I mean? Like, maybe we're a bit too being too honest here, but that's the shit that's the most important shit to put out. Like, that's when you're really gonna connect if you believe it yourself and understand it.
Is it? Can you describe that feeling when you're listening to a song that you
Because there's
didn't?
beautiful sentiment to that song also. You know what I mean? It's like even though sometimes we're gonna be down, sometimes we're gonna be up too. I'm not
Totally.
always gonna be perfect, but I'm trying. you know, and that's what I liked about it. It's this human aspect. We're not all perfect, you know, we're flawed, and that's what makes us who we are.
It's true. And by the way, everyone has opinions on everybody.
Exactly, yeah.
It's a terrible thing.
You can't keep everybody happy.
Who do you prioritize in the scale of happy, on the list of who you keep happy?
Right now,
Yeah.
who do you think?
Your daughter is number one.
Top of the list, yeah, my daughter, and then probably close second, myself.
Sick.
Yeah,
That's called healthy.
yeah, healthy boundaries. If you're not happy yourself, you can't be happy for others. I don't think so. Charity starts at home, as they say.
That's real.
For sure.
And that is like a constant debate, right? Of like, you can't love somebody until you love
You
yourself.
can't. Yeah, definitely. I fully believe that, and it's hard to be happy for other people if you're not happy for yourself.
Have you been happy for yourself?
I have been in recent times. Yeah.
Is that new?
Huh?
Is that new?
It is for me. Yeah, it wasn't always like that. Especially in the early days of the band and stuff. And I'm sure, like you said, you know what I mean? You could tell there's a difference in like the way that I would carry myself and stuff.
You're literally glowing right now.
I appreciate it. But I was unsure, you know what I mean? And them nerves can develop into negative thoughts. You become your own worst enemy. And since I've lent into the positive and kind of just tried to be more present, I've seen that the world reciprocates it in such a beautiful way. So really, it's just about the way that you frame things in your own mind.
Okay. Like I Have You. Can we talk about it?
Uh-huh.
Is that a song that, did that start with beats or what?
That, again, outside song. So, yeah.
And it's very much about like where you grew up, it feels like.
Kind of, well, yeah, I'm the delivery on the verse, right? So
yes.
I wrote the verses, not the hook. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool though.
Yeah.
Wait, so did you get the hook and then you were inspired to write the verses?
Yeah, that song came through a person that Malay worked with, like a writer that he'd had in a session like a few months before, and he just played it to me. He's like, "What do you think of this song?" It's just an idea. We've got a hook, and I was like, "Yeah, I really like that that sentiment to it." You know, that the world. What I think the actual lyric is, they get they get angles, I get perspective. Yeah, this idea that you might know somebody better than the rest of the world. I liked that sentiment.
Was it a conscious decision to sing with your accent? Like,
in that song specifically was, yeah, because I was doing it a little bit here and there, just messing around, and Malay was like, "You've got this whole like new Bradford crooner thing going on, like lean into it. It's really cool." And yeah, it felt good. So we experimented with it, and I really liked the tone. It sounds very different for my
like
song. Yeah,
there's like this old soul living within you.
Yeah, some old Bradfordian Yorkshire man.
It's sick.
Yeah.
So that's cool that like you were able to get a part of a song, be inspired, and then really write the rest.
Yeah. So yeah, it works like that sometimes, and you can't deny great work. You know, I like to be quite present with the writing process in terms of I want to lead it. You know, but if a song comes from somewhere else that's great, I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'm not gonna do that because I didn't write it. You know,
but you make it still completely your own.
Try to, yeah. That's the beauty of it. Yeah, put your stamp on it.
Without a doubt. Take turns. Sexy songs. Yeah. Met Tonight. Sexy record. Met Tonight is a one night stand story, correct?
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah. What do you think Take Turns is about?
I mean, it is sexy. I mean, you sing "Love Me
Like
You Hate Me."
What you think it's about? I'm not going to tell you what it's about, but what do you think it's about?
A toxic relationship.
Okay. Yeah.
Am I off on that?
A little bit. Yeah.
Okay.
But it's definitely toxic. Yeah, for sure.
Got it.
Yeah.
I mean, why does a song about a one night stand need to live on this album? What purpose does it contribute to the story?
Honestly, I don't think it necessarily contributes anything to the narrative of the album. But I wrote that song again completely by myself years ago now, like 3-4 years ago, I think. And it's a song that I just haven't been able to like get rid of in my mind. I always like listen to it, and I play it to a few people, and they're like, "When is this song coming out?" So for that reason, I wanted to put it on there, just as something a bit different. You know what I mean? Like might give me a future in dancehall somewhere. You know what I mean? Never say never.
What do you remember of that moment? Like, I mean, all those years ago. Like, what sticks out to you? What was happening?
Just getting into the work. Like I remember I was in the studio a lot. And yeah, just focused on my next project at that point. Obviously, it was a very busy time too. It was a whole new like adjustment period. I'm not really writing songs like that now. I've had 5 years experience being a father because I don't really go out like that anymore. Yeah, become a bit of a homebody since then. And not that I haven't always been anywhere, but I've lent into it even more.
By the way, I want to go back to Nusrat for a second. Are you
Mhm.
talking like it sounds like you are talking about Kai on that record? Is that correct?
In Nusra,
Yeah. Or am I really off?
no, I don't think I'm talking
Definitely
about Kai in
off.
that song.
What are you
No.
talking about? Who are
Uh,
you talking about?
I'm talking about a lot of things. It's kind of introspective, conscious place I'm coming from, trying to like evaluate, my career, um, where I've been in terms of my life, relationship wise, and what I've learned through that. Yeah,
Why was that the right song to start everything with?
because I've recapped a lot of things at this point, and I look at things differently now. And I think it's good to do that in order to move on from things. Back to that same thing, like recap it, know what the fuck was going on,
Yeah, analyze
take
it.
accountability, analyze it, and then hopefully learn to grow from it.
There's like a deep level of awareness
Yeah,
that you have.
I like that. Yeah, I think yeah, we all need a bit of self-awareness.
Without a doubt, but it's
For
like one of
sure.
the scariest things to
It
have.
is, yeah. It's hard to admit that to yourself. For
Nobody wants
sure.
to look in the mirror for more than 2 seconds.
Yeah. No, I definitely try to do a lot of work on myself for sure.
What inspires that? Or what's the reasoning?
I guess just progression. I'm a Capricorn, so I'm slow and steady. Trying to get to a goal, and I just keep moving towards whatever that is. If it's scary, it's usually beneficial. I find that too.
How many goals are you working towards simultaneously?
Few. Yeah, I'm trying to get really good with my Warhammer again. I don't know if you know what that is, but you don't know that like the miniature figurines that you paint.
Wait.
Uh,
Say it again. What is it called?
Warhammer.
Warhammer?
Warhammer.
Warhammer.
Yeah.
So they're like figurines.
Like all different ones. You get like Lord of the Rings themed ones and
Oh,
stuff
that's
like
cool.
that. Yeah, but they're tiny. You have like a big like magnifying glass, and
Do you paint them?
yeah, you paint them. Yeah.
I was wondering how you paint, how you've been painting recently. Because
Yeah.
last time we talked, you were doing like really cartoony kind of pop art.
Yeah. I'm still doing that. I'm still painting when I can, when I find the time. It's hard, When I'm at home now, I'm in full dad mode.
Totally.
But when Kai's not there, yeah, I've been like back into my hobbies a little bit.
Painting figurines.
Yeah, because it's a complete contrast, when she's not there to when she is. So I have a bit of time to sit and do things. Yeah.
Could you explain to me the patience that's involved in like really crazy, right?
Yeah, it's insane. Yeah, I sometimes sitting there at night, I'm like, if anyone could see me right now, they just think I was a nut job. You know what I mean? Sitting here with a massive magnifying glass, taking 3 hours to do one line. Yeah.
What do you learn about? I mean, dude, you prove something to yourself by accomplishing that. No?
Yeah, it teaches you patience for sure. And sometimes things are gonna fuck up and mess up, but you can't, let it deter you from doing it.
How did you? Who brought that hobby into your life? How'd you find that?
I think there was a kid on my street when I was growing up that had a lot of them, and I couldn't afford them because they were too expensive, the pants and everything. So like he would give me an odd one, to do, and I would spend a lot of time just doing one tiny little thing. So yeah, it kind of developed from there. I've always been into comic books and fantasy type things anyway. So it really leans into that interest that I've got there, and yeah, it's just fun to do, I guess.
Okay, I can relate to this, but how much of it is derived off of things that you couldn't afford when you were a kid, but you really wanted more than anything, and now they've almost become a part of your identity to a certain degree.
Definitely, there's a lot of that. I have a lot more toys than I think a 33-year-old man should have.
Bro, you should.
But proudly, you know, because yeah, like you said, I couldn't get them things when I was a kid, so it means a lot to me that I can get a certain toy that I couldn't get when I was a kid. Yeah,
The things I collect are ridiculous. Like to a normal person, they'd be like, "What in the fuck? Why do you
have
do
it?
this?"
Yeah, but you
And
probably just wanted it as a kid, right?
without a doubt,
Yeah.
I'm literally healing wounds that I had as a child. And like every time I go to Disneyland, every time I go to Disney World, every
Yeah.
time I'm just healing something.
That's it. Yeah, just speaking to that inner child that didn't get to do them things for sure.
Amazing. Also, like, just like, let's take a second. How cool is it that you went from not being able to afford these little figurines to like, you can buy as many, you have no limit. Dude.
You can get a few now.
You can get it, yeah, you think?
Yeah, it feels good. I'm not gonna lie.
How many you got?
What Warhammer?
Yeah.
Too many.
Like finished?
I've got a lot of finished ones.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, are we talking like 100?
Like maybe 30, 40.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
And you have more on your list.
Yeah. I'm working on one at the minute. I'm doing an elephant from Lord of the Rings.
That's so cool.
Yeah, but I've decided to paint it blue instead.
I l-
I don't stick to the colors either. I do my own.
I liked.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I don't use the instruction manual.
Yeah. So do you? Okay. So this is one question I do always wonder about. Like even people who paint. Do you see what you're painting, or do you just paint?
I definitely have some sort of vision, and it helps. Like, learn definitely through like spray painting that to have like some sort of idea prepped before that you've drawn a few times
Got it.
is definitely going to make the end product way better. So it just really depends how I'm feeling. If I'm doing, you know, more of an abstract type painting, then I'll just start putting color on. You know, determined or dependent on emotion, and then go from there. Like how I'm feeling that day. If I'm feeling happy, I might use extra yellows and pinks and bright colors. If I'm feeling, you know, a bit contemplative, I'll use the deeper, darker colors, you know, purples, blues, that kind of thing, and then try to create shape out of that.
Do you paint in all moods, or do you paint to get out of a mood?
I think it's important to paint in all moods, whatever mood you're in. You're still going to convey some level of emotion, and if it's genuine, you can, in a way, release it too. You know what I mean? Get rid of it. Yeah.
Totally. Do you ever enter flow state? Like meaning like, do you consciously think about the things you write, or is it just subconscious? Like it just happens.
Yeah, I definitely consciously think of things, and you know, think of concepts and ways for people to relate with what I'm talking about. For me, I sound like a complete hypocrite after you know doing this record because a lot of it is about sex and you know relationships. That I tried to not always make it about that. You know, make it self-reflective, and you know, it doesn't always have to be about a relationship, I guess.
It is a lot about a relationship. It is.
Yeah,
Like,
this record is, yeah.
is it about one person? Is it about a collection of people? Is it about?
It's just ambiguous, I guess, in that sense. It's not specifically directed to any one person. It's just an experience, and I'm hoping that people, you know, have had similar experiences themselves in whatever person that is directed to.
Are you telling the story of one experience, or is it a collection of experiences?
Yeah, I guess it's poetic, you know. It's open to interpretation.
Very much so. Yeah, to say the least, dude. Yeah. Hello, beautiful human. It makes me happy that this interview that you're watching, that you're taking part in, is made possible by one of my favorite stores, Ross. Come on, go to Ross. It's spring, and every spring you want to refresh your closet, don't you? Ross has you covered without breaking the bank. You're not going to stress, and you're going to get all the looks that you desire, all the designer pieces that you need, that you crave. And you're going to do it. You're going to do it and save in a serious manner. This is not a drill. This is real life. 20 to 60% off other retailers' prices only at Ross, my friends. I go whenever I'm craving a new, literally anything. From a t-shirt to my no-shoe socks to a new pair of pants to new patio pillows. I just got new patio pillows. I've turned into a patio guy. I've been like trying to get the perfect patio, and it's happening. It's slowly happening because of Ross. From my patio to my closet, Ross has me covered. So try it out. And remember, at Ross, you don't just shop, you work your magic. Find your nearest Ross at rossstores.com. What was the hardest song to get right on this album?
It didn't feel difficult, you know, like making this record. I went on tour. The fans responded to the early Mind of Mine kind of vibes of, you know, the sexy Indian influenced songs. And that was really the process and thought behind this record. And I had that in my mind. So it made things feel pretty easy, I guess I want to say. Yeah, it didn't feel difficult.
But that's where I go back to like subconscious and conscious, right? Like you're not like you're always thinking about what you're writing as you're writing it. You never just like look up from the lyrics and then have to connect the story you're trying to tell.
Not really.
You always know.
Yeah.
It's cool. No, just it's interesting because like for something that feels so effortless, you know?
Yeah. It's cathartic, man. Like,
So what do you what do you know that what do you plan on bringing with you moving forward to every album you make now?
what am I bringing with me moving forward?
What have you learned from this body of work that you plan on adapting to everything else you do?
Practice makes perfect.
Explain that.
And yeah,
Explain that.
the more you do something, the better you get it. And I've done this for a decent amount of time now, so I feel like I'm getting like to a good place of understanding in terms of what it is that is me and what's my identity and what makes it a Zayn song. And that's all I ultimately want to achieve, really, is like create something that's solely just mine.
Which again, like it goes back to who you are as a person and where your family's from and who you are. It's your culture, it's your identity.
Yeah.
It's very cool. Can we by the way, you are going on tour.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bigger tour than usual.
Yeah.
Is any part of that a little nerve-wracking?
A little bit, yeah, because obviously I don't have experience doing that as a solo artist, like to that degree yet. But you know, with the shows we have done and the Stairway to the Sky tour, and then the 7 shows in Vegas that we did just recently, it seems to be slotting in place now. Like, I feel comfortable on the stage. I feel confident, and I'm enjoying myself. So that's just the tip of the iceberg. There might be even more dates added, like afterwards. Yeah. So
Wait, hold on.
we'll
What
see.
changes in life that like now we're gonna like? Is it
Well,
new
yeah.
boundaries? What is
Huh?
it? Have
What'd
you
you say?
have you reset boundaries or?
No, I haven't reset boundaries. I'm just looking at things differently. And towards like, I know I wasn't on stage for 6 years, but towards the end part of that, like maybe the 4th year, like I was ready to get back on stage around that time anyway. I was missing it. And then, yeah, like since Kai's been in my life, I know I keep saying this a lot, it just made me want to show her like what I do. I've been on stage a lot, you know, before she was born. But she never got to really see her dad do his job, like, you know,
How
properly.
sick is that?
So yeah, it's amazing. So I want to do it for her. I don't want to be the parent that's like, do this, do that, always believe in your dreams, don't let your anxiety stop you, right? And then I'm doing that myself. It makes me a hypocrite. So I'd rather lead by example.
What do you learn from her though?
What have I learned from her? That life is fucking beautiful. And the way that she looks at things and experiences things for the first time, that's really priceless. She's full of love, you know? And I didn't feel like I was for a very long time. So she's opened my eyes to that, like, and brought that love back for me.
How do you know you didn't have love or wasn't?
Because I just wasn't enjoying things anymore. Like, it could be the most amazing thing on the planet, and I just wasn't fazed by it at all. I just wasn't enjoying things, you know? But now I am, like, and I can tell a difference. There's a big difference.
So do you remember the moment you stopped enjoying things?
Probably early 20s. Yeah.
Was there something in particular that you're like?
I don't know if
stands
it
out?
was something in particular. I don't know if it was the age. I feel like a lot of people in the early 20s, you know, they're trying to figure out who they are, going through things. Mine was obviously elevated because of the platform and the eyes that were on us. So yeah, I guess it was just that early 20s kind of like keep myself away from this, withdrawn kind of vibe. And yeah, I wasn't enjoying anything. The enthusiasm had gone a little bit.
Do
Yeah,
you remember the moment you felt enjoyment again?
yeah. After Kai was born. Yeah.
Was it in that very moment?
I think it was when I seen her the first time was an amazing thing, you know, when she was born and I held her in my hands. It just felt like, wow, like all my shit doesn't really mean anything. It's so insignificant. Look at what life is, you know. If you believe in God, look what God has created here and given me. And yeah, I just stopped looking at things negatively and was like, I just want to be happy for this other human being and be a good role model for it. Yeah.
Isn't that a crazy thing?
Yeah, it's insane.
Are you scared of losing that?
I'm scared of getting older. I'll be honest. Yeah.
Really? But do you feel
Uh,
like getting older comes with losing enjoyment?
no, not her losing enjoyment. I'm scared of her getting older because then
Oh.
I'm thinking my purpose will diminish again. You know, maybe she might not need me as much, and that's kind of scary to think about.
So how much of your lack of enjoyment came from
Not to a
lacking?
full degree. Obviously, she will still need me, but I'm saying, you know, when
No.
we become adults, we go down our own path, and
Yeah, dude.
yeah.
There's gonna be like there's gonna be a bunch of moments that like start with like the moment where she's like, I don't want to trick or treat with you anymore, and I want to go like trick or treat with my friends, or like
Exactly, yeah.
go do something that you would always do with her, and it's
And then I'm
now
like,
like,
okay, well, I'll just go paint Warhammer now.
yeah, it's your job to drop her off and then pick her up when she
That's
sends
it.
a text.
Yeah.
But how much of that lack of purpose or feeling that you didn't have purpose do you feel like correlates to lack of enjoyment?
It's an interesting question. The lack of purpose relates to the lack of enjoyment, for sure. Yeah, definitely. If you don't feel like you have purpose, it's kind of hard to put value on things. What's the point? Is the kind of attitude. You know what I mean? So yeah, you need to have a purpose and you need to have a reason that you're doing things. I believe in order to enjoy them things. Yeah.
It's, oh, it's so true. By the way, the tats are beautiful. What's
Thank
the
you.
most recent one we've gotten?
Today I got one.
You got one today?
Yeah, this says Drew.
Wait, what?
I got this for Drew Barrymore
Of course you
on
did.
on live TV. Well, it's pre-recorded, but yeah.
That's cool. Did she
Yeah.
do it or did who
She
drew it?
got my name's meaning in Arabic, which is grace. Yeah.
That's beautiful.
So
Even though your
we had
name means
we had
grace,
a bonding moment, huh?
well, even though your name means grace, is there a moment where you realize you actually gave yourself grace?
It was so funny because I actually said earlier today when I found that out, because in Urdu, my name means beauty, and I didn't know the Arabic meaning, and I just made a joke. Like he was like, "Oh, your name means grace in Arabic," and I was like, "Well, that's perfect, right?" Because I just give myself so much grace, and I was being massively sarcastic. You know, I'm definitely my own worst enemy, but I feel like it drives me to do things and pushes me to push myself further in whatever I'm doing.
What's the last thing you had to push yourself to do?
The last thing I had to push myself to do, it's an interesting question. At this point, I don't feel like there's a need to push. I feel real content. Like I still want to further myself in my ability, like vocal ability and writing ability. So I push to and strive to get better there. But in terms of like what's been difficult and I've had to push myself through, it doesn't feel like that anymore. I don't feel like I'm dragging a weight, you know?
So, is there another song like we talked about Nusrat starting with you essentially just really essentially spiritually freestyling a bass into the microphone? Are there any other songs that start in that Konnakol way? 'Cause
Yeah, betting folks.
really,
Got some that vibe going on, yeah, for sure.
what starts it? Can you kind of like recreate it for me?
No, not off the top of my brain right this second.
You're literally like fuck off. You can tell me to fuck off. It's
No,
much
I'm not gonna
better.
take the fuck off.
Wait, betting folk. Oh, so good. And the beat is really,
It's like the Cavalli type of runs, you know.
dude, that-
I'd have to have the key and stuff to do it properly, but yeah, it's got that Pakistani Cavalli sound to it, Sufi sound as well that they call it.
dude, it's so loose and it's groovy. Oh, you got to listen to the album. It's waiting for you. We're gonna put a link below. It's on Amazon Music, obviously, and all of Zayn's music is there too. Just waiting for you. Blooming. Is it dying or blooming? How does one know?
Again, great sentiment to that song. Yeah, when one door opens, one door closes, another opens, right?
Real.
So it's figuring out again that reframing thing in your mind. Like, are you looking at it as if it's a death, or are you looking at it as if there's growth? That's what that song's about. Yeah,
I try to remind myself things don't happen to you, but for you, right?
that's why it's a question: is it dying or is it blooming? Like, there's no definitive answer there. It's a question,
And only time really can tell.
or only you can, depending on what place you're in.
That's real. Do you
Yeah.
write that about one specific situation?
Not in particular. No, it was just more about the philosophical aspect of it, and I had a song on Mind of Mine, intermission, that was called Flower. So it was a little ode to that. Obviously, the song's called Blooming.
So it is connected to another song.
Kind of, yeah. To Mind of Mine, like the sentiments
Yeah.
there. Breathe is kind of like that for Sweat.
Dude, I was hearing these like I'd listen to songs. I feel like there's a part they were a part of another project. Like they felt like a continuation of other songs.
Yeah, like a
From an
brother
album or
song
two
or
ago.
a sister song or
Yes,
whatever. Yeah, I get that.
100%.
Yeah, for sure. And that's why I think this record, a lot of the fans have been saying that it reminds them of Mind of Mine, because there was definitely some of that thought going on there. Like, oh, let's create a song that's a bit like Sweat. You know what I mean? Like, oh, it's a bit like Drunk. Or, and that one was definitely, to Intermission.
Like I Have You. How does that record actually begin? Like for you
Uh,
in the studio?
that's an outside song too.
Really?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it came with the sample and
The
everything.
same. It's the same person who wrote the other one that we were talking about.
The one that you kind of finished.
Yeah, exactly.
Did
But
you add anything to this one?
this song, no, I didn't add anything. I just liked it. I added the Bradford vibe, on the verse and shit. But yeah, no, I didn't write anything for that song.
So,
Again, I related to it. I liked the concept of the song.
conscious decision to add your accent in there.
Yeah, to add my accent. Yeah, because we were leaning into that. Like, it's not something I've done a lot of. And I wanted, more of a custom Zayn stamp. There's not too many people that are singing in the industry with a Bradford accent. So thought it gave it something interesting for people to listen to.
It's also a cool way to represent where you grew up.
Definitely, and put Bradford on the map a little bit. Yeah.
And by the way, it's a place that matters.
Huh?
It's a place that matters. It is relevant.
Oh,
And
yeah,
there's so much
for
art
sure.
that
Yeah,
flows
to
through
me,
there.
it's my home. So it'll always matter to me. But what you're saying,
There's
yeah,
art that flows through there, isn't
yeah,
there?
there's all kinds of creative people there. Yeah, amazing painters, prolific writers, singers. They just don't get enough clout. People don't really look at Bradford too much.
It's true. Where do people look in London for talent, you feel?
In England,
Yeah.
London.
London, yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck,
Yeah.
yeah, I said in London. Yeah,
They-
shit.
They
That's
look in
fucked.
London. Yeah,
That's so
down
bad.
south. They ain't looking up north. Yeah. That's just the way it works. The opportunities seem to be there. And yeah, it's been that way for a minute.
But it's funny, when you think of like where people like where talent comes out of, there's less people showing up for a desire to be on an X Factor or a reality show today than ever before.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Then because to the earlier conversation we were having, music is democratized as fuck, right? So in a world where you can just do whatever you need to do and get your music out there, or busk and get out there, literally live stream busking is
And
one
why
of my
go through
favorite
that
things
whole
to watch.
process, right? Like, if you can get there quicker, they can get there quicker. So it makes sense. Yeah.
The age in which all those things had the most muscle and the most power. It's so weird to say, but it's almost come and gone.
Yeah. We've moved on from that time now. Yeah.
Breathe. That song.
Is
that a reminder song?
Reminders.
To breathe?
Oh, to breathe.
To take a chill pill?
Definitely.
Or am I
yeah.
reading the story
There's
totally
definitely
wrong?
that element to it. Yeah, it wasn't my first sentiment.
Yeah,
in
it's a
that
little
song.
sexy too. So much of this is derived from like a sexy place, but the lyrics have more depth.
More
than-
depth to them, yeah. Because I didn't want to just write a sex song that was vulgar, or like cheap. I still always want to have like a bit of class with what I'm talking about, and trying to be ambiguous and poetic with it. I feel like elevates the class level a little bit.
Is Breathe the one where there's a lyric about being on your back?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And I was like, is that a sexual thing, or is it being on your back more like you're fighting and they've kicked your ass?
Yeah, double
Entendre.
entendres. Yeah, it could be on my back, or I could be on my back, emotionally, philosophically. Yeah.
How'd you know the album was done?
At the end of like the 2 weeks, it kind of felt like it was done. Even before we'd mixed it or mastered it.
Did you give yourself 2 weeks to get this done?
Not really, no. I just asked Malay to come out, and within like 14 days, we felt like the record was done. Yeah, it wasn't like planned beforehand. It was like just come out, however long it takes, it takes.
And it took 2 weeks.
It took 2 weeks, yeah.
Did that surprise you?
Yeah, it did. But I think it was a combination of different things. Obviously, back to what I said before, like I had this clear vision after getting off tour of what I wanted to do, and also the element of me and Malay not working together for so long. I think we both just like relinked and was like, yo, I've got so many ideas, let's do this, you know what I mean? And that anticipation and build up from being away for so long just kind of accelerated it when we were together then.
You mentioned tour a little bit again as we get ready to go into this new tour, and Kai is a motivation for it all, but what are the boundaries you're setting to make sure you can get through it?
Honestly, the thing that I've learned at this point is when I was younger, the reason a lot of the graft, shall we say, the hard lifting, the performances and stuff like that, they were difficult when there were so many, is because of the lifestyle I was living. You know what I mean? I'm out partying till God knows what time, and then
you physically couldn't do it.
Exhausted. You could go out and do a matinee show at 12 o'clock the next day when you'd be drinking till what time in the morning? It's not fun. But now I'm older, I don't do that anymore. Like I do the show and I go home and I go to sleep, and I wake up in the morning and I'm refreshed and I've got the energy to go do what I want to do. It's real simple, you know what I mean? Like just take care of myself, just self-care, yeah.
Isn't that like an amazing thing that you realize now that you're
just give yourself
30?
some love, like give yourself a chance to be good, don't make it hard for yourself if you don't need to.
Do you feel like you love yourself?
At this point, I do, yeah.
Do you feel like that then allows you to look for actual love from somebody else?
Yeah, it allows you to love everybody, and not even just in a romantic relationship sense, just like friends, people that you speak to, have a conversation with, they can express their ideas to you and you're a lot more receptive of what they're saying.
That's beautiful. You actually hear somebody.
Exactly, and you don't always have to agree either, Someone can have a completely different opinion to you, and that's fine. We're not all the same. It's cool.
Real.
Yeah.
By the way, like people undervalue the ability to listen.
Yeah.
And to be presently listening.
But also, I think they undervalue the ability to not be right. Like you don't always have to be right. You could just be yourself.
When do you realize that?
I don't know the specific moment, but definitely last few years for sure. Yeah.
Because it's hard. Like even now, like everybody
when you're
strives
young as
to
well,
be
though,
right.
Like you want to be right. Like,
yeah, totally.
Yeah.
You want to be the smartest person.
Rash, like arrogance and shit. Like I need to be that guy. But yeah, as you get older, man, I don't know if it's the same for everybody, but it shows out a bit, subsides that inner voice, you know?
Real. I think like for a while I wanted to be the smartest person in the room, and then now in the last few years something happened where I want to make sure that I'm like that there is somebody who is way smarter than me in any room that I'm in. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Like I need somebody smarter.
For sure, we that's how we learn.
Hash it out, collaborate it.
If you don't know something, someone could teach you something, and you can learn and progress.
The smartest person knows what they don't know.
Exactly. The smartest person will tell you, I don't know anything.
Real.
Yeah.
But that takes confidence to admit.
It does, yeah.
And that is scary. Because it is like, to say you don't know is to essentially be blank.
Yeah. You're not really fighting for anything or holding any flag that way, right? Yeah, I get what you're saying.
It's wild. That's how you learn. So, by the way, listen to the album. It's waiting for you. There's a link below. Go. Are you the snow leopard or what's up?
Yeah, I'm not the snow leopard. It's symbolic of me.
Is the snow leopard us?
It's symbolic of me. It's indigenous to South Asia. So that's why I used it, and it's a cool looking animal. I'll be honest, I just wanted to do half my face as a snow leopard.
Sick. It
Yeah.
works. Yes. You just wake up one day and like, this is it.
I was thinking about it for a minute. I wanted something that represented like my Indian heritage and culture, and I didn't want to do a tiger because I felt like it was.
So
We've seen that a lot, you know. So let's put the snow leopard there. Yeah,
and snow leopards are undervalued,
and
underrepresented.
and it's an animal that's like close to extinction
That's
too. So if we
right.
can bring some awareness to it, why not? Yeah.
You're playing a much bigger game, my friend. You're playing a much bigger game. What other hobbies you have? You're kind of an like. Can I say it?
What?
Are you like you're kind of a nerd.
I am a bit of a nerd. Yeah, you could say that. I
Yeah.
don't mind.
No, I
Yeah,
mean,
self-professed nerd.
It's
Yeah.
a cool thing.
Yeah, I enjoy being a nerd. Yeah, I'm into cooking. I like painting. Video games. I'm always playing video games. That's how I keep in touch with my like two best friends from home.
Oh, that's great.
We
What do you
game a
play?
lot. Huh?
What do you play?
Fortnite.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, we play a bit of FIFA. We've got some poker game on there that we play
Cool. Will you
Excuse
play
me?
GTA 6?
when it comes out.
I
Yeah,
know.
I'm waiting. Yeah, we're all waiting. The whole world's waiting for that game. I will be playing that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to book a little bit of time to myself there just for that game.
This
Like,
shit's
just
really
give me 7 days after the game comes out. Let me just lock myself in a room and play it. Yeah.
Dude, I play the last one still. I play
Yeah,
live
everyone
mode
is.
constantly.
Yeah, still people online every time you go on that game. Still,
Oh, it's alive and well.
it's going strong.
Yeah, and I'll cheat code it out and like
Yeah.
kind of go on an
And then
escape
them credit
rampage.
cards and that's how they're making their money.
Yeah, it's deep, dude. And and the universe keeps expanding. It is like
They've fully shelled it out. They've thought of everything.
video games have gotten really good.
They have.
I think about that like from time to time. Like I think about like a PlayStation or a GameCube, and I just think about the evolution.
Oh yeah, from when it first started.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I was playing on Sega Mega Drive, I think, when
Oh,
it first
shit.
first came out.
Do you have a Game Boy? Like what were the consoles?
I had a
that you
Game
had?
Boy. I actually had a Super Nintendo. Was my first console. But I
those big
played on a
gray
Sega
things?
before it. You what? Sorry.
The big gray like
The big grey
cartridges.
cartridge. Yeah, I remember it was my 3rd birthday, and it was when Yellow Pages was still a thing. So I think my mum like found somebody in the Yellow Pages who was selling it and bought it for me for my 3rd birthday. And I remember it came in like a plastic Netto bag because it didn't even have the box. And this guy had like maybe 3 games I think with it, and it was the best day of my life. Yeah,
forever changed.
yeah. I never looked back.
I mean, literally, like moments like that do. Like I remember the first time my grandma gave me a PlayStation.
Yeah, your
Changed-
grandma.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You had a badass grandma. She gave you a PlayStation.
It was a big deal.
Yeah.
It was like a
No,
big.
Was it hers and she gave it to you? Or she
No,
bought it
no,
for
she
you?
got it for me.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's cool.
It was a big deal.
Yeah, that would have been a bit too expensive for my grandma's budget.
No, this was no.
Yeah.
My grandma saved, and it came with one game. It came with Spyro. Do you remember Spyro, the Purple Dragon?
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say I fucking loved that game. Yeah, it was a great game. The little purple dragon.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I miss Spyro, dude.
collecting the gems. Taking
Yes.
to the different like ancestors, the statues.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then you would free 'em. Yeah.
100%.
yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and they
game.
were in stone.
Yeah,
Dude, whoa. Wow, talk about things
that's
I
what we're
haven't thought
doing.
about.
Yeah, speaking of ancestors, Konnakol.
Yeah, listen to the album, by the way. You are really channeling your ancestors. It's very cool. And the album's amazing. I've listened to it many times now. Please listen. Go, go, go. Your parents did say, though, that they loved your last body of work.
Mhm.
Have they listened to this one?
Yeah, my mum actually reached out and told me yesterday that my dad's not stopped playing the new song that's come out, Sideways. And he just got it on blast. He's loving it. I think he's gonna like a lot more of the Indian influence songs as well, because obviously that's where I get it from. He played all them songs to me in my childhood, and I think it will be a very proud moment for him. I would guess, you know,
Yeah.
that I'm repping our culture that way. Yeah, so I'm hoping he enjoys it when he hears it all. Yeah.
Dude, representing and sharing your culture in a
Mhm.
very, very
I don't
very
send him
special
too
way.
much music beforehand, before the songs come out, because he tends to play my music really loud, and then the whole street knows the album before it's even come out. So I don't send him it now until it's come out.
So funny.
Yeah.
Real quick, music videos. You conceptualize all these yourself, correct?
Yeah, a lot of them. Yeah,
What part? That has to be fulfilling, right?
yeah, it's fun. Yeah, the visual side of things comes to me pretty early on, like when I'm listening to the song, like if it's finished and we've got like a mastered version, like I had for Die For Me, like um yeah, the visuals were always there. Like from the beginning of that, I was like, I want to do something that, represents this struggle, of um overcoming things and, things coming at you and how you combat that and how you get better in terms of, when you're reapproaching it.
So the videos start coming to you after you listen to the song finish?
I think that one did. Yeah, I got a lot of visuals for that straight off because it just felt really epic, like dramatic. The song, it felt like it was gonna be a good background to something, atmospheric, fucking crazy, like emotions.
That's
Yeah,
real.
dramatics.
Do you see it in
Um,
your head?
huh?
Do you see
I
the
did a
visuals?
bit, yeah. So for that, for Die For Me, the idea that I had was a bit more like risque, shall we say? And I wanted it to be like, in the video you see me go through fire, water, tornado. I wanted to get shot and then get run over and then get back up off the ground and keep walking. This idea of whatever you throw at me will keep going. And I had that concept, and I've worked with Frank and Ivana for a while, so I asked them like, if you guys have got any concepts, send them over because I just wanted to see if they were thinking the same thing. And the first thing that they sent back was pretty much my idea, but they changed the conflicting part of it to, instead of it being a human interaction, it's me conflicting with the elements of the world,
That's cool.
which was a bigger message. And I was like, I like that. It's cool. Yeah, it makes it more approachable for people too.
Yeah, it's more generalized that you can
Yeah.
make it your own. And it is this larger thing of like, dude, we have those sorts of relationships with all aspects of society and the
And
way
we can
we
be
live.
poetic about it,
Real.
Yeah.
As opposed to, I mean, you were very granular and
Yeah.
poignant and
Dramatics.
yeah. But do you feel like you were born to make music, or is it something you learned how to do?
Definitely learned that. Yeah, for sure. A lot of people have said to me, you were just gifted, talented, and I kind of take that as a bit of an insult because I've put a lot of hard work into being the person I am. In terms of my ability as well with the singing and writing, and it's not something that comes easy. It takes a lot of practice. Yeah.
You talk about being lucky. There's like a statement that you released with your album. You talk about being lucky to be able to make your fifth studio album. Do you feel that genuinely? Like luck? Like how do you
Look,
define luck?
yeah, look, yeah, come on. I was on a talent show with however many, millions of people that auditioned for that, just that in itself, to get through that and, even make it down to the final contestants that were on that show, the probability is insane. So there has to be an element of luck. I don't like to put it all on that, but that's how I feel. I feel like I'm a bit jammy, like it doesn't work out perfectly for every single person. But it seemed to work for me. So there's got to be some element of fate in there too.
Totally.
It's not all my doing,
But what you've done with it all, it is.
I can hold, that I can hold ownership of the things that I've, consciously made decisions for. But a lot of life is really not in our control. And I think the important thing is to always remember that, that we're just here for the experience. We don't get to dictate exactly what happens all the time.
It's terrifying,
Hmm.
but it's real.
Yeah.
Thanks for hanging out today.
Thank you for having me.
I really appreciate you.
You too, bro.
I really
So it's fun
enjoy
to
talking.
you. Yeah, likewise.
Yeah. Listen to the album. It's great. It's really beyond worth your time and your energy. So turn it on. You'll find yourself listening to it over and over again because I swear I listened to it 3 times on repeat and I didn't even know. Just flew right into each other.
Nice. Yeah.
It's-
If it feel good when you listen to it though.
Yes, and it's cohesive.
Yeah. It flows through nicely, right?
You strategically laid out the order, right?
Yeah. I listened to them all and put them in order myself. Yeah.
Because it feels like there is a story that's being told if you listen, but at least sonically they're cohesive.
They fit. Yeah. One goes into the next a little bit more than on my other tunes. I feel like, yeah.
You should,
On
be
my
really,
other record, sorry. Yeah.
you should be really proud.
Thank you.
I mean, any other big differences between this body of work and the last ones you've released?
I won't say so, no. Just the Indian influence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A real exploration of where you come from, where you're at, and where you're going.
Yeah.
Where are you going? Or where do you want to go? Do you think about
Progression.
it? It's a big question, dude.
Progression. Yeah, hopefully the next record I still have something interesting, you know what I mean, to give. We'll see. I'll never say never.
I also feel like you've achieved something here sonically that you should grab onto and not let go of.
We'll see. I've got some things I've been working on. I don't want to say too much about it because I want it to be like a surprise when it happens. But I've got some things in the barrel.
Wait, so are you just constantly creating?
A little bit, yeah.
When did you finish this album?
January.
Wow.
Yeah.
So this has been ready to go for a little bit.
Yeah, and I've been writing for my next project and stuff already. Yeah.
So, what are the obvious differences between what you're doing today and what we're getting now?
What I'm doing today and what you're getting now. Interesting question. I see what you did there. What is the big difference? What would I say without giving you too much away? It's more of a teamwork process, what I'm doing right now.
Interesting.
Yeah.
When's the last time you made music with a team? It's been a minute.
Long time, yeah.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
That was a good tease.
Yeah.
Now I want to know.
When the camera goes off, I might tell you.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for hanging.
No, man. Thanks for having me.
Are you kidding? I really appreciate you very much. Love you very much.
Love you too, bro.
Thank you. Zayn, everybody.